This is probably the best tool to clean up old glue to fit in the inlay. People obviously are trying to discover perfect tool, but you have to build it yourself. This is just the half of the screwdriver what I adjusted exactly to go inside cleaning. You see this is the glue, old glue, what is just making me the problem to fit in inlay. This should be nice and clean. Right, then we check. See, nicely sitting in. Good job. After some time and some energy you invested in, it's looking good. Petre, daj mi ove dvije tanke trake tu metalne. Ja, dit, dobro.
Wat is?
Možeš pitati se.
Okay, what are we doing today?
We are restoring the inlay on the Commoda, what actually is Art Deco Commoda mahogany. Some of the inlay segments are just falling out. To do this, we have to clean out everything what is of the old glue to fit that in perfectly as much as we can. This is exactly like this. It's a small piece here. Right. Then we have to check. Right here a little bit. Not scraping too much to preserve the patina existing on the bros, because there are many other parts on the Commoda but still have an old original patina. This means we have actually to preserve this to make that equal color. Right? Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. This one is over here. The best glue to use in the process is any kind of this modern glues, what will hold very good for some time. Okay, this is fitting perfectly. Before we put any glue, we have to test it many times and just to be sure that everything is going to fit properly.
Molto dati.
Ja, samo. Koji se neće moći popraviti. Applying some glue and fitting an inlay in. Very important to put it in the right place because it will stay forever impossible to take it out without damaging wood around. whatever you do in this kind of works, you have to be sure that the glue is holding inlay, because it can happen that later on the inlay is just coming out again, what we don't want. And no corner later is just disturbing cleaning stuff, actually, to catch with the cloth they are using to clean the furniture, and they will damage that too. This means should be perfect like this. That means you can move easy whatever on the top. And the next thing will be French polishing, sanding first, taking all the dirt and wax from before and applying French polishing on the top, what originally was the finish. Right, we have some irregularities here. This is another checking again. As you see, as the equal color of all of them, what is one of the homework to respect. Anything you see that can actually show some irregularity with applying inlay should be cleaned out in time. This means your fingers will show you actually what I'm talking about. Mogu reći gdje se namještaš, Petar?
Ne ga. Snimam.
You have to check if everything is in the place and to press that deeper in the groove. Until the glue is still soft. This one look pretty good. This mean right, and check the others. Sandpaper and cleanup of any dirt or excess of glue should be important to do. Through the time, people are using different substances to make it shiny and nice, what actually on the end is just the garbage on the top of the comoda. This should be taken off before applying any coat of shellac. Especially the wax. As you can see, they are signs of restoration through the years, adding some veneer, and that's not a problem if this is different color, as just not too much in the process, what shouldn't be aggressive. Good. Now is the time to make it right, because 2-3 minutes later will be too late, and the best is to make it flat and straight and will stay forever. This is a final look before French polishing. Look ugly, but it's very important to come to this stage.
Sada.
Good. Well, we have prepared shellac, as usually we do, all of us, in some way. It is actually alcohol and shellac together. And we are starting to add shellac, French polishing, on the Komoda doors with inlay we just finished. We took most of the dust off. Some little dust is not a problem because we'll sit in the gaps and actually we'll do some nice patina. It is like this. Right. One piece is a missing of inlay, but actually I have to cut and to fit that in this place. As you can see, already the color is changing. The natural color pigment of the mahogany is coming alive. Have constantly to move the pad because inside is still enough shellac and we want that on the surface and to go on with the French polishing. Some people call this stage building up. This means adding as much as you can shellac layers to build one thicker coat that later on with the sanding you can go with the next stage. This is shellac on my glove. This means as missing alcohol. This means this is the alcohol what I will add on the pad with the shellac, because alcohol is evaporating and shellac still stay. This means we add a little bit of alcohol and making that shellac liquid again. This is how we work. Snimaš.
Snimam, da?
This is how we work on the spot in apartments, respecting many other rules, not damaging the rest of the furniture, the floors and whatever around us. It's just a special way you have to train yourself, and actually nothing will actually make a problem for you, just in between of many other things. You do French polishing. This is a nice, authentic Art Deco Commoda with the drying process. You can see on the surface background, the wood under the veneer, what is actually special beauty in this stage. Good. Now a little bit more shellac, and we are going on the second door. And this door actually is becoming closer to the other one I just did. Shellac is like a magic material, giving some life to the old wood, what is looking too old and grey. But with shellac, all the imperfections are becoming alive again. A little bit more shellac. And a little bit more shellac too, again. If you asking how many times or how long as we need many coats shellac, this is French polishing, is a teeny layer of shellac. In the meantime, I will put a coat on the job I did yesterday, just to add a little bit more shellac. Because in between of the layer, we should give it time to dry, actually to evaporate alcohol. This means we have a time just enough to do this side table. If you will have another piece on the side, you can find a rhythm to do that piece too. Alright, now a little bit of alcohol. After some time you have to stop, because the coats of shellac should dry, because adding more, trying too much, you start to take off shellac what already you added on the object you work. This means you are just adding and taking it off. This means certain time is needed to dry shellac to be enough dry and hard to accept next coat. For now we are finishing